thing that pisses me off about Philly the most, bro, honestly, is like they have two Super Bowls since I've been playing it, and I'm like, dude, we've had teams that are as good, if not as that's what bugs me about it. It's like they found a way to put it together and win a couple Super Bowls, and we've shit down our leg and lost in the division.
Listen, like,
yo, it's JB the Cowboy fan, and yes, sir, I'm back with another one. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Shout out to my subscribers. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my new subscribers. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. Well, I'm almost there. We're getting close, y'all, and I appreciate y'all for helping me get there. We got to get to that 1,000, bro. We got to get to that stack. So y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, get me in that algorithm. But man, let's get right into this video. And shout out to hold up, man. I gotta give a shout out to my boy. Let's see, what was that? Eagles Drew. He told me to go look at this. This little interview with Zack Martin and Chris Long. They was on Green Light with Chris Long. About, I think, last week sometime, I think it was. I ain't even see this. But the thing, what I got, though, I've seen some Cowboy fan posting, well, actually some Dak Slurpees posting about Tyron Smith retiring. And they post about Zack Martin retiring and how they love Dak Prescott. Oh, my goodness. But yo, we're going to get into this clip, man. We're going to check this out when Zack Martin was on Green Light with Chris Long, man. He said some things that was very intriguing. Now, this is Zack Martin now, with some Cowboy fans and Dak Slurpees has said that he was the leader on the team. Like Zack Martin was the leader on the team. So we're going to listen to a couple things Zack Martin was discussing about him retiring and the team he was playing with at the time when he felt like, he could have did some things. Let's get right to it.
to be honest, truth. Well, was that kind of at that point? Say you had a game like that. Had you kind of planned this out, or like when did you know it was time? Because I feel like everybody knows whether they say it outright or not. Like you have a feeling, or maybe it was, cumulative over the past.
Yeah. Well, I had thought about it last year a little bit, which I feel like once you kind of start thinking about it, it's hard to really flip the script. But then I was kind of like, man, I got one more year. Like we should be pretty good coming back. Like I'm going to give it one more, and I'm going to finish on my contract strong. And so I had a pretty good idea going into this year that it's probably going to be the last one. And then I got body wise, I knew that like it'd be tough to make it through another season, but I'm gonna give it a try, and that would probably be it. So I played 10 games. I missed the last 7.
Man, first of all, I gotta give. I should have did this in the beginning. Gotta give a shout out to Zack Martin, bro. Catalyst on that offensive line. I mean, he set the standard up there, and I hope he, had him a good retirement. You know what I'm saying? But gotta give respect to some of these Eagle fans too, because this is kind of like an Eagles podcast. A lot of their fans gonna be in here because Chris Long played for the Eagles. And if you go look at this video, go check it out. Green Light with Chris Long with Zack Martin and Chris Long on there. You go look at some of these comments, the respect that some of these Eagle fans was giving Zack Martin. Of course, they don't like the Cowboys. They Eagles fans. I don't like the Eagles either. But when you see a good player and their respect need to be given, I gotta give respect to these Eagle fans because they gave Zack Martin nothing but the utmost respect in them comments. So y'all need to check out this video. This it's a good video, but let's get back into it.
I had ankle surgery, but I knew it was time, man. Mentally, physically, I was ready for it to be done, to be honest with you.
Yeah, what was it most? I mean, I know you had the ankle this year, but like when you talked about over the last like 3-4 years, like what being a human is actually, and aging a little bit and being like, shit, man, this is actually getting hard. What were the things that were tough for you, and then how were you adjusting your game, as you alluded to?
Yeah, well, I think, as far as like mentally, like we had such a tight group in Dallas my first like 6 or 7 years, like a bunch of core guys that I'm still really close with. And those guys started to like slowly trickle away. And it was like, there was like a 3-year stretch where like, say I had 6 or 7 of my guys on the team. After that 3-year stretch, everyone was gone. Everyone was gone. And it was just kind of getting used to, I'm the older guy. I'm the guy everyone's looking to, but it's kind of trying to find a way to dive back into the team. You know what I mean? Because I was so into it my first 6 or 7 years. Like that's all I did was football and just the group we had in Dallas. Like we just had a great nucleus there. So that was tough. Like having my buddies leave and trying to kind of restart with the young guys, which I did, and they're great guys and I love them and great teammates. But you know what it is when you come in and those like guys that you're with the first like 4 or 5 years, it's tough to replicate that throughout your whole career.
Well, it's funny because like when I was old and I was in Philly, like Lane was like my little brother, and he used to be like, call me old and all this shit. And then he texted me a year or two ago. I was like, I see what you mean, man. He's like,
it's just
they're all gone. Like,
right.
I love the new guys, but they're like all the guys I came up with.
Right. The guys you're spending time with outside of the building, their families, their wives, their kids, and just like the people you really grew up with in the league. Yeah. So that was tough for me. And then I think just like being so close, like a few of those years, like we were so, in my opinion, like I thought we had a team that could make a run and have a chance at it. And,
what did Zach say? He felt that they had a team that could make a run and do something. This Zack Martin talking now, don't. And I'm going to speak for myself. I've been saying this. I've been saying we had a good enough team for that to be able to get over the hump, go deep in the playoffs. I've been saying this shit. Zack Martin ain't doing nothing but saying the same shit I've been saying.
Those couple years slip away, and then you see things start to change, and you're like, "Damn, did I miss my window when I was there?" And
sure did. You sure did miss the window, bro. And you know why? Because of that quarterback. I'm gonna move it up a little bit.
I just got lucky the next game.
I moved it up a little bit because I want to get to this key point. What Zack Martin said about the team that we had. He spoke on a little bit in the first part of the clip. He's gonna say a little bit more on this part.
Yeah, Seahawks. The Packers should have beat. They were killing the Seahawks up there, and they ran that fake field goal.
Seahawks.
And then that was the year that New England, the Butler.
Luckiest team in the NFL, Seahawks, bro.
Yeah.
Everything. Well, just playing in division, I kind of hated them. Who did you hate the most in your division? Did you hate the Eagles? Like,
Philly by far.
Not even close.
Hell yeah.
Not even close.
And I think the Eagles, because there's a lot of Eagles fans listening, because it's kind of a Philly.
Yeah.
Tell them what you hate about them if you can.
Dude, I hate them by far, like my least favorite team, but like I also loved playing Philly.
Yeah, because it was competition.
I loved playing in Philly. It's my favorite away stadium by far, not even close. Great grass, and we played there Sunday night. Every time we played it was a Sunday night or it was the prime time afternoon game. So like it was always great atmosphere. We always had good games, and that was like when I was in Dallas. Like that was by far our biggest rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would say majority of the time we beat Washington and New York over the last 10 years. Where Philly, it was always like
it was always a battle with Philly.
Dallas or Philly. The thing that pisses me off about Philly the most, bro, honestly, is like they have 2 Super Bowls since I've been playing it, and I'm like, dude, we've had teams that are as good, if not that's what bugs me about it. It's like they found a way to put it together and win a couple Super Bowls, and we've shit down our leg and lost the
game. There you go. Zack Martin said it. We've had some of the same or better teams than Philly, but what did we do? Shit down our leg with it. Who's the leader of the team? So y'all, Dak fanboy slurpees can miss me about Dak not having no weapons, not having no great team, not having no super team. Zack Martin said it right here. We had the same teams or even better than the Philadelphia Eagles, and all we could do is shit down our leg when it mattered. Man, y'all can miss me with Dak Prescott being the man that's going to get us over the hump. He's not going to do it. As Zack Martin said, we had the teams to do it. That window has closed now. That window has closed. Yo, y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about what Zack Martin saying. That we had a team that's just as good as Philadelphia did at those times. But we didn't get it done, and they did. I wonder why that was. I'm gonna continue to say it was quarterback play. Quarterback play, baby. That's what it is. That's why we couldn't get it done. Yo, this JB the Cowboy fan. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go, Cowboys.
I'm glad. I will tell you this. If there's a human breathing that I've ever met that I'm proud that took advantage of me financially, I'm proud it's the one sitting to the right. And Dak. Yeah, check.